I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. Saint Therese of the Child Jesus was born in Normandy, France on January 2nd, 1873. She was the youngest of five children. When she was five, her mother died, and she always was very well spoiled by her father. From the age of 15, she felt a calling to religious life. She wanted to be a Carmelite. She entered Carmel and there experienced two mysteries, the mystery of the infancy of Jesus and his passion. Therefore, she asked to be called Sister Therese of the Child Jesus and the Holy Face. She offered herself to God as an instrument. There are five chapters in her autobiography that teach the essence of her spirituality and the fundamental lessons of all was that our love for God must be manifested in actions. Furthermore, the normal and constant opportunity to love God comes from the joyful patience we show to the sometimes difficult people God places in our lives. She was appointed mistress of novices, and there she learned the different ways God gives His grace to different souls. It is not for us to ask why He gives these graces. After all, He is the master of His gifts, which He distributes to whomever and in whatever measure He desires. Speaking about prayer, Teresa revealed that for long periods of time she suffered from a great lack of consolation, and so she said that it was terrible to admit that at times praying the rosary exhausted her more than any hair shirt. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't meditate or concentrate on the mysteries of the rosary. However, over time, she recognized that prayer and sacrifices are the greatest help one can offer to missionaries. She said that prayer offers a simple explanation of a profound truth, that prayer is the most powerful means we have to bring souls closer to God. The ultimate reason is hidden in the mystery of the Trinity, but we better understand its meaning when we compare prayer to a fulcrum. She repeated what Archimedes had said, "Give me a lever and a fulcrum, and I will change the world." And she added, the saints have truly enjoyed that privilege. The fulcrum God told them to use was Himself, and the lever was prayer. Through meditation of the Word, Teresa discovered what is now called the path of spiritual childhood, and this has been her other great contribution to the world. She meditated that the Christian life does not consist of a series of great undertakings, but is the path of a child who falls asleep without fear in the arms of her father. 2 years before her death, Teresa wrote to her uncle Isidoro Guerin, "I love reading the lives of saints. The account of their heroic deeds fills me with courage and impels me to imitate them." 2 years after her death, the autobiography of Saint Teresa of the Childhood, entitled Story of a Soul, which her Carmelite superiors had commissioned her to write, was published. To date, millions of copies have been sold in French, and there are translations in numerous languages around the world. Thus, the joy, strength, and drive that St. Teresa found in reading the lives of the saints has been shared by millions of readers of her own story. We can safely say that never before in history has there been such a need for an unhappy, self loving world to learn from her that the only true happiness comes from surrendering one's heart to the heart of God, because with God we always win.